In a market of choice in terms of properties available, such as the market that we're currently in, and when you as a consumer have choice in terms of the real estate advisor that you choose to represent you, what should you be asking them? My name is Norton Ngo. Welcome back to the channel. If you have not already, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and if you'd like to book a call directly with me, we're actively helping buyers and sellers in this Ottawa real estate market and would love to help you. The link is in the description down below. Question number 1. How many clients do they help every year? This is a huge one in my opinion. Longevity in a given industry certainly can be a metric that's considered. However, I'd be very quick to raise the point of just because somebody spent many years in an industry does not necessarily mean that they're very active in those years that they're licensed. As an example, say an advisor's experience is 20 years, but within those 20 years, they help 5 people annually. Then an advisor who has 5 years experience, but helps 50 people annually, arguably the advisor that's only got 5 years experience, frankly, is more experienced. I believe that as a consumer, it's super important to understand how active one is in the industry, and this can help you get a gauge for their pulse on the market that they serve and how valuable they will be moving forward with yourself. Question number 2, do they have any team members or assistants helping them? In an industry as fast-paced, emotional, and high stakes as real estate, I truly believe a degree of assistance to help a real estate advisor is absolutely paramount. Let's dissect this a little bit further. Real estate is what I would consider a full contact sport. It can happen at all hours of the day, weekends, weekdays, negotiations late into the night. Frankly, there's so many hypothetical scenarios that could come about. In many ways, it's unpredictable. As a buyer, for example, you may want to visit a property on a quick turnaround or only at a certain hour of the day as an example. The reality is there's only 24 hours in a day, so it's a delicate balance between what you want to see and what your advisor is able to juggle between any other clients that they may have on the go as well. As such, I believe your advisor having assistance or showing help is paramount in the event that circumstances come about. Let's talk administrative support, right? In real estate, there's countless documents, there's timelines, there's deliverables that can fall through the cracks. As a consumer, I'm sure you'll be organized, but the last thing you need is that your advisor failing to send a document at the appropriate time, the appropriate party being notified, or forgetting to book something or facilitate something that they promised to you. For that reason, I believe that having your advisor have support behind them is so critical. Otherwise, their potential fatigue or burnout could be at the expense of your successful sale or purchase. Question number 3, do they specialize in a particular segment of the market? Experience matters, and I truly would say that a jack of all trades is often a master of none. As an example, there's absolutely nothing wrong with working a wide variety of clients. However, asking your advisor if they have a particular specialization, be it first-time home buyers, military relocations, luxury, these are all valid questions and examples of areas where an advisor can specialize. Further, as an example, would it be a geographical specialization that they often work within? Whether you're a first-time home buyer, a repeat buyer, or a seller for that matter, asking your advisor about their particular experience in a given area that you seek to transact in real estate within, I believe is absolutely critical, as they're the one that's tasked with protecting your interests on the buy front. And if they're aware or well-versed in any potential developments in the area, as an example, builders in the region, etc., these can all be costly for you potentially down the road if not navigated properly. As a seller, your advisor is a representative advocating and marketing your home. Do they have the experience to properly execute on the job? Or do they have the pride to perhaps introduce a neighborhood specialist that would better suited to represent you in the sale? As an example, should a real estate agent not be familiar with a particular area, they have the option to co-list or partner up with somebody. This is actually quite common. As an example, you'll get multiple advisors for the cost of one as they split their fees on that side, and you get the proper representation that you need as somebody that's familiar with your neighborhood. Question number 4, do you have past clients that I can talk to about their experience? The strongest compliment somebody can receive is advocacy from a previous client. You should ask your prospective real estate advisor if they could provide you with, I would say, 3 past client experiences to speak about and how their client journey was. I'd be focusing specifically on references to the type of transaction you're about to embark on, such as buying, selling, or renting. Speaking with these references, and ultimately, I would say cross-referencing these references with Google reviews is a powerful method to get a sense of the type of advisor that you're seeking out. By speaking to these references, you can analyze how they respond to your questions, how genuine they are, as well as in terms of telling you the true full story to the transaction. Question number 5, describe a scenario in which you were brutally honest with a client. Personally, I've never been asked this question, but if I was not in the real estate field, this is the exact question I'd be asking my real estate advisor. Honesty and telling it how it should be sometimes is not always the case in real estate, which is so unfortunate. As such, I'd be asking my real estate advisor this exact question to get a boots on the ground story of how this advisor will protect my interests. As an example, was it a matter of difficult conversations about pricing with a particular seller? Was it with a buyer, talking to them about the downside risks of a particular home because of a future development nearby, as an example, or being brutally honest about a builder's reputation or workmanship? These are all examples of being honest, in my opinion, and extremely truthful. And this is what I would want to hear from a real estate advisor, and examples coming from the industry itself. This is also allows you an opportunity to unpack their demeanor, their principles under difficult and stressful situations, and getting a true sense of how you're going to proceed with this real estate advisor. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you on the next one.